Hi there, this is a reading for my Gemini friends and family, and whoever else happens upon this little channel. Just talked to a Gemini today, and I thought, I'll give him a reading. And my auntie, I think of you. I'm going to start here. Tomorrow's a full moon in Leo. And it's also making a T with a bunch of stuff in Aquarius and a bunch of stuff in Leo. Specifically in Leo, you have Mars and Uranus. So you've got all this action, all this rebellion over there. And then squared to that and opposition to the full moon in Leo, in Aquarius, you'll have Jupiter, the miracle maker, the healer. You'll have Saturn, all the structure, Mercury, our communicator, and Pluto, which is very akin to Scorpio energy, that transformative death, rebirth. So there is a lot happening right now, and we're coming up on Venus will enter Aquarius here at the end of the month, and Mercury will go into retrograde, but right now all planets are direct. You may be feeling a little pre-Mercury in retrograde. Anyway, there's a lot happening. There's also these new planets, and I'm happy to report that tomorrow, on the full moon in Leo, we're also having Leo. I may be saying that incorrectly. It's a very Zen planet, the wife of the wounded hero Chiron, moving into Aquarius. So some Zen energy coming into there, but in opposition to the full moon here. I really don't know what to make of that. Tell you what I'm doing though. Oppositions and squares are supposed to be combative conversations, tensions instead of collaborations. And I'm just kind of seeing how I feel. And I definitely feel the moon. There's lots of evidence that the moon affects the tides, so why not our bodies and our consciousnesses? But do I feel these other planets? Do I feel these other aspects? Or is that just a bunch of hoo-ha? Is it just fun to say, well, everything's getting screwed up, Mercury must be in retrograde? Or does that really happen? We'll see. So your overarching card today, my Gemini friends, if you have got past all of that astrology, is wisdom. There you are on a boat, standing on a pile of books, reaching for the moon, the stars. That doesn't seem very wise to me. That seems tippy. But that is about where knowledge can take us, right? So let's see, it's number 22, if that can be sometimes be one of those power numbers. So here we go. Wisdom is more than mere knowledge. There may be something you aren't seeing and need to research more thoroughly. Wisdom is gathered, but it takes time. Learn from your experience. You might wish to ask the opinion of a wise mentor if you are uncertain. I use my knowledge and experience to make wise decisions. So maybe you have a decision coming up lately. We'll find out. But you definitely are being encouraged to ask for help. That's good advice. I don't know if you're inclined to do that. I am not. Sometimes asking for help, I need to be reminded to do that. Okay. I made this tea, that was silly. All right, we're going to start with the Wild Unknown Tarot. I have two decks. They're animal centered. I just felt like a bunch of animals. This is my first deck. Oh, okay, Gemini. I'm seeing you in my mind's eye. You know, with the Gemini, you always get two for the price of one, right? But I think there's other signs that are dual in personality. Like, are you mutable? Gemini, you must be. Like Virgo, it's like, depends on the day. And yeah, so it's a bonus. All right, I'm gonna cut the deck here and we'll see what the cards tell us for you. I'm going to do a 4-card release, embrace, hidden influence, and a future. And then we'll clarify with another deck here. So let's see what we get. All right, so release the world. This is just a card about the ending and the beginning. In this deck, it's also about wholeness. So something about releasing an ending, like something has been completed and it's time to just release it, whatever that means to you. It can be, it's a big cycle in your life, like you've learned something, you've just ended a part of your life, or there's some kind of ending happening, and it could be the big changes that are happening in the world. Embrace the Father of Swords. This would be Aquarius. This would be, makes me think right now of all the planets in Aquarius. This is the air sign, the Philosopher King. I love that he has a rainbow sword. So embrace, this is about embracing the truth here, the wisdom that you gathered, I'm going to say, from this cycle that you're completing and releasing. But we'll find out more. A hidden influence is the Son of Cups. This is a love offer, a heart offer, some kind of really classy, I always think the classy love offer. I know in this deck, the Son of Cups, one of the things about this deck that made me stop using it for a while is all of these court cards, they all have some kind of complex or, the negative quality. But let's see, the Son of Cups. This is your hidden influence, so you're not aware of this. Like all of the Cups family, the Sun truly excels within the arts. He's usually a musician or a visual artist of some kind, and he finds success within his field. His natural tendency to look inward adds to his charm and mystique. To others, he may seem secretive and even peaceful, while deep inside, he carries a dark kernel of intensity. Yeah, so if that's a person or just a kind of artsy, creative depth here, mystery as well. And then the Son of Cups is like the Knight of Cups, just, and it's often a person. Okay, so you're going to get 2 cards here for the future. One is the Sun, which is absolute happiness. That's a nice future for you. And you're also going to get some justice. Here we see the balance of the 2 cats conspiring. They have the sword of truth, their little tails. It's a collaboration here in the future. Very Gemini, I'm going to say, with the 2 cats. All right, so this, remember your advice was wisdom. And part of the advice was, it's not just book knowledge, it's the wisdom of experience. And then we get the Father of Swords here, and this is your embrace. The Father of Swords would be that teacher, perhaps, that you are being invited to seek advice from by the wisdom card. Or this could be you, wise from experience and carrying a rainbow sword. Cool. Okay. So let's clarify these. I still don't have a very clear sense of what's going on with you, Geminis. So let's see what Guardian of the Night Tarot will add to this. There's a lot in these cards to add to this. So you've had some kind of ending here. This is your release. Time to let go of whatever has ended. Whatever you've completed. It's time to let go of that. It's not death, it's just an end of something that you were doing and you put a lot of time and energy into it, and now it's over. And you're invited to release it and move on to a new beginning. You can feel complete, satisfied that you made this accomplishment. What else do we get here? The World again. The cards want you to know it's over. Whatever it is, you're done. release that. I'm going to ask for another card here. And if you don't let it go, it will be let go for you with a Tower. Jeez. Cards are very firm with you, Gemini. And there's your Justice. Wow. Justice is your future. So let me guess here that you're reluctant to let go of this. This has to do with seeking some kind of balance or justice. Could be legal, in a legal sense, or you think somebody deserves their karmic due, or yeah, let's look up justice here. Since we got this twice, we also get this in the future. So this may be why the cards need to so strongly warn you that if you don't release this, you're going to get a Tower. The Tower happens when we had the agency to stop and quit and be done with it, and we didn't. And then so the world, the outside world, the divine, whatever you think of it, will cause it to end through some kind of disaster. Like you need to break up with somebody, or you need to quit your job, or you're holding on to something and it's not good for that anymore, so you need to let it go for its own sake. And then if the world's going to set that right, not the world card, but the universe will set things in balance and put them on their proper path. So Justice gives us a little insight into why this might be a little bit hard for you to let go and admit you're done here. Let's see, the Karma card. Justice is blind, and your actions will have consequences even if they don't materialize right away. When justice appears, make time to carefully weigh all factors before committing to a final decision. Can you predict the outcome or get a vague impression of what may result? You may not be able to gain a clear vision of what the future will hold, but if you strike a balance between logic and your internal compass, you will tune into your surroundings and get a feeling for what to expect. Justice will hold you accountable, and if your actions and intentions are out of alignment, if you avoid being truthful with yourself or with others, you feel its swift, unwavering ruling. Wow, and it's talking now about the bat. So this really is about that wisdom that you're told to resort to, the wisdom of experience, taking the time to make this decision. But these cards tell you twice, thrice, and then I'd say with Justice as well, since we know that is the future, that you can see the future, and it is happy. It is absolute joy. This is the happiest card in the tarot. It's a good future. So that balance is struck there in the future. So that this deck has added quite a bit of meaning here to this. So we see the superpower of the bat, and that the power to know without looking. Justice is blind comes to mind because bats use radar, and I'm seeing the same kind of energetic, magical energy here of completion, of arriving on the other side of the end of whatever this is. These seem to be speaking to each other visually. Okay. As does this. This is the same card, but I see, we can see anyway, the cards are just beautiful. I don't know why I'm dwelling on this here. But something's over, and the Tower and Justice reiterate that if you don't come to terms with that, something will end it for you. So good luck with that, whatever that is. Let's see if we can find out more, because you're told to embrace the Philosopher King of Swords here. He's a little strict, this one. I was walking through the woods this summer, And the fires were burning in California and birds were flying out here to take refuge from the smoke. And there was the most exhausted great horned owl sitting on a branch not 15 feet from me. And I just stopped and looked at this owl. She had the face of my cat. She was just blinking at me. And it was weird to see her so low, so close, so much in the light of day. So I think of that when I see this Father of Swords here. And that, to me, that was like a sign to pay attention to. There's something big is happening here. This is a judgment. There's that same energy that was in the Justice card. You're in a state of transformation here. You're shedding your old skin and you're ascending. It's a beautiful journey that you're on. It involves, I'm going to say, some kind of philosophical transformation. But let's see if we can find out more as we go along. It's also, wow, yeah, the Hanged Man. You're changing your mind. You're getting a new perspective. You're seeing things the way this possum sees it from upside down. Wow, and the enlightenment that the possum has, again, these are not all of the cards. When I say that, I'm talking about the little gold halo around the possum's head here. That energy that is in these cards, again and again and again already. And remember, this is the sun. It has that energy as well. That's your future. That is coming for you. Gives me goosebumps, Gemini. As well as the Queen of Pentacles. She knows her worth. She is grounded in abundance. She's kind of a security and wealth queen. But it's also, to me, this knowing your worth is a part of what this ascension is about. Like, this is the truth that you need to know. And I'm getting the sense here that what you need to be done with is being a piece of shit. Yeah. And the wisdom that the philosopher king knows is that, and the perspective that you're getting as you ascend in judgment and as you get that perspective from the Hanged Man, the perspective is that you are deserving of absolutely everything that your heart desires. Wow. So whatever is over, if you're holding on to it, there's no devil card here, but I can feel that, like that insecurity. And it's not an easy learning. Like, it's like, get this, or there's going to be a tower. You're on the next level here. You're going forward. It's going to be happy, joyous, and free ahead. But you seem to need to make some kind of decision to change your mind, or that's just happening here. Because the Hanged Man, it's not a card of willpower. It's a card of letting it happen. And you'll stay upside down until you see this, that you are the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Son of Cups. This is your hidden influence. You don't know about this. Artsy, deep, mysterious. But the Knight of Cups, it's the classy love offer. It's somebody with a real deal offer for you. So if you're letting something go, there's something else coming in. Or this has to do with your creativity and your depth, and that you need to and may be able to become aware of this aspect of yourself. Here's death. We get transformation, death, and rebirth. In this card, we see the story is that rat had built a cage of brambles to stay safe, but it didn't work. And so the rat is liberated from security by this transformative moment, which is death. And you can see again that halo. This is that same energy again and again. It's going to be delivered to you, this ascension, this transformative experience that is liberating you from the cage you made for yourself. Wow. Gemini, this is an extraordinarily powerful bunch of cards that you're getting here. I'm fairly impressed with the journey that you're on. And there's also balance coming in. This is the Two of Pentacles. It's very earth practical. And you're guided here by dolphins. So if dolphins mean anything to you, this card insists that you look to dolphins for guidance, much the same way that you're being told in the overall card to seek support and help from a teacher or a wise person. Dolphins are also showing up here in your reading under this Son of Cups here. Oh, okay. So the reason you're having trouble with this ending is there's some pain here. You can see that the little baby bird has fallen out of the nest and is really painfully. I have trouble seeing animals hurt, and this mother bird crying out in loss. So this is not about. There's death in the Ten of Swords. This is a painful transformation that you're going through. It involves your heart. It's against you're not making this happen. It is happening with or without you. All the cards that tell me that are here. The World, the Tower, Death, Ten of Swords, Judgment. Yeah. And I'm sorry because it looks very painful. Because this Ten of Swords and Death and the Two of Pentacles are coming up here in your hidden influences to clarify this Son of Cups. It makes me think that this ending is the reason why you need to be told to release it is that you're not aware of it. You're not yet conscious of it, and or you are resisting it because it's painful and it's it's strong heart depth feelings that are keeping you from acceptance, from this ascension that you're being told to embrace, where you know your worth. That's the truth. You know your worth. The future, once you come to terms with this, is the Sun. So let's clarify that a little bit here. And Justice, which is just gratuitously here twice, as is the World. That often happens in readings so that you definitely get it. Wow. Whatever it is, it's over. Okay, so here's your devil. Here's your addiction. Here's your codependence. Here's your self-doubt. That's in the future. Well, let's find out more here. We also get the Page of Swords. It's a little truth bringer. Remember, you're supposed to embrace this self-knowledge of your worth, this new perspective, and that's being reiterated in the future with the Page of Swords, which is really looking at that devil. You can see that for yourself. That Page of Swords is keeping an eye on that addiction or that codependence or that self-doubt, whatever that is. You can see the heart there amongst the snakes. The bunny rabbit with the jackalope is quite eye-catching, but I'm also noticing the way that the heart feels endangered when the devil is present. And there is a Two of Cups in the future. This must be the happiness, the true love here. There's a little bit of an indication of a romantic story here. But the Two of Cups is also about balance and equality. And if you're coming to a sense of your worth is what you're supposed to embrace. The fact is, the truth is, and the Father of Swords. This is an air sign. This is truth, air, and you are of air, Gemini. That you are worthy. And so in the future, the sun here, the sun that we're clarifying along with justice, I think that is about this unity with an equal, and that you have conquered the devil in the future, right? You've received, we got justice in what you need to both let go of, and also in the future showing up again. It tells me that this need for balance, like you're putting too much effort into it, and you can just flow with it. You can just let it go. It's going to happen. As a part of this process that is ascension, that you're climbing a ladder into becoming this Queen of Pentacles, this secure, abundant, grateful person who knows their worth. There's change, like crazy change happening here. And it's change for the better, in which you, in your ability to inventory and look at the devil in you, that's the process that is helping you out of feeling like crap, who doesn't deserve like this true, sweet, fun elephant friend. And you can see the caduceus there, which is the sign of Mercury. So that's really soon going into retrograde. I can't remember what day. I think like the 30th or the 31st of this month. So if that resonates timing wise, I think you're getting really immediate relief actually because of that reference to Mercury. Maybe when Mercury goes out of retrograde. So that, I don't know. Sometimes we can just guess at the timing based on what the cards say. But there's also lots of twos here for you. Lots of heart. But this is a painful process that you're in. And it's one that you deserve, right? Because you're the Queen of Pentacles. It's bringing you the perspective shift that you need. And the perspective is really about you. And I think that you are this Son of Cups. And this is what's coming apparent to you. Like, you are all these beautiful, deserving, lovely, wise characters that are showing up in this reading. And in the future is happiness, is true love, and is you actually being able to, like the Page of Swords, face and conquer that demon, whatever that demon is, that devil, in order to have your absolute happiness with your loved one. It's a beautiful reading for you, Gemini. Of course, the two elephants could be you. It doesn't have to be another person here. This is definitely about you and your wisdom coming to a new perspective, perhaps with somebody that is guiding you, or just through your own experience of yourself. It's a wonderful, painful journey of transformation, and you're helpless against it. So you might as well embrace this truth, this fact of your worth, and go for the ascension and welcome in the sun, because that's the story for you, my friend. So happy moon in Leo for you, Geminis. Have a great day.